The other day, as I was walking along my usual path in the woods, and as the golden autumn sunshine warmed my face, and the crispy leaves crunched beneath my feet, I was suddenly overcome by a creeping fear and sadness. Soon, we will drift further away from our fiery sun, and winter again will be upon us, something that I feel every year as it takes longer and longer to warm up my weary bones. Soon, I won't want to leave my toasty abode, not even to visit my favorite trees, but that's all right, since they will all just be slumbering skeletons until the spring thaw anyway. It's a cycle that comes and goes every year, but I have an ominous feeling that this winter is going to be a particularly difficult one. I wish that I could just bottle up the remaining bits of fall sunlight to bring with me into this winter. There's something deep inside me, some primal and long-forgotten instinct that's cautioning me to prepare myself. But where would I even start? I suppose a good place to begin would be to imagine a gray, dreary, bitterly cold evening, but one where I'm only looking out at the bleakness through my little window. I love the feeling of being cozy and warm inside on a day where I'd never have to go outside. The first thing that comes to mind is hot liquids, a nice relaxing bubble bath, a warm tea or hot chocolate, and a hearty bowl of soup, though perhaps not all at once. Another important consideration is having enough snacks to see me through the worst of it. Of course, I know that it's important to stock up on the essentials to keep me alive during the long, dark months ahead. But what's the point of surviving the winter without snacks? Little treats make all the difference in hard times, believe you me. This year, in an effort to be more self-sufficient, I tried to grow some edible plants in my garden. But we get so little direct sunlight here, in between the dappled shade of the trees, even in the brightest summer months, that I was scarcely successful. However, I did manage to harvest a wee bit of chamomile, which I'm saving to make a lovely sunshine tea when I need it the most. Or I suppose, if I'm visited by a weary adventurer in need of a restorative tonic who might need it more, I guess it's good to just have these things on hand. I also have a lot of flower seeds that I harvested along my walks, ready and waiting to be planted in the springtime. A reminder that the winter will end, no matter how cold and unyielding, and life can bloom again if I'm patient. I suppose that my fear of a particularly difficult winter really stems from a desire to protect the people that I love the most from any undue hardship or worry. I want them always to be warm enough, content enough, even in the darkest of times. I don't want them to see this winter like I do, like a hungering cold looming on the horizon, waiting to consume the vulnerable, the unprepared. I know what it's like to be hunted by that scavenging darkness, and I wouldn't wish it on anyone. But other than gathering supplies and provisions, what is to be done? I suppose that I can only try to change my perspective, by force if necessary. I think the only way through this is through this. To make our own warmth, to fill the stark gray bleakness with a light and bursts of color. and to fight the gloom with cozy optimism, and it will be a fight. So how can I convert my fear of the coming winter into something beautiful that will see us through these hard times? I'm not really sure, but at least I'm full of determination. Certainly, there are scary things that hide out in that cold darkness, waiting hungrily out of sight. But the darkness itself isn't inherently evil or scary, and in many ways, it's as essential as the light, and without winter, we wouldn't have spring. Every year, things die off, only to come back brighter and greener than before. We will just have to wait it out and make the most of every day, I suppose. And besides, the winter has some wondrous things of its own, magical things that are unique to this chilly time of the yearly cycle. Glittering, clear, snowy nights where the world is blanketed in diamonds and starlight. Holiday feasts with decorations and music and merry get-togethers and gifts to be shared. Maybe I'm wrong, and my fears about a hard winter are merely unfounded paranoia, just lingering remnants of the past few winters, memories of the uncertainty and isolation that makes my whole body feel tense and feverish. After all, I can't see the future for certain, but I can be ready with a hot beverage and the memory of warm sunshine. Stay safe, stay warm, and thanks for watching.